And Ms. McMahon, you're...
Amen.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, regarding where we should go next, I agree with everything Pastor Curl has stated. As a community, diversification is needed in every area. It's difficult, like someone said, for individuals to have empathy and sympathy for you if you don't have someone that looks like you. So that's one thing we need to do, diversification in everything from education to government to, every aspect of our particular area. Something else we need to do as a community, we need to vote. We can't be afraid to vote. In order to vote, we have to educate ourselves. We need to put people in office. We need to put prosecutors, attorney generals, judges, lawyers. We need to put people in office that will represent us. So we can't say we don't have anything to do. We do need to vote. We also need to not be afraid to speak out. For white individuals, if you see something that's wrong, speak up. Don't be afraid to. I addressed one of my neighbors just the other day. They made an inappropriate comment, and I said, wait a minute, that's not appropriate. We have to be comfortable with uncomfortable conversations, as well as, we need the white people to speak up also. Another thing we have to do is, when it comes to policing, I have a few situations I wasn't going to mention, but I don't know if the officers thought it was a playful thing. Our 17-year-old son was pulled over in Plum Creek with a few of his friends, and they made a comment. First, I can't have you driving through here like this. The second comment he made was, let me check and see if you're America's Most Wanted. So at that point, he was nervous, okay? So I don't know if more training needs to be done in the police department. That needs to be addressed. My husband also is a 6'2", 250-pound man whom I love dearly. Whenever we're pulled over, or whenever he, my son, or my daughters leave the home, I pray for them that they don't have a bad experience with the police and they come home safely. To calm those fears, there needs to be communication, there needs to be training, there needs to be maybe someone in mental health that's going to come out with the police department. I know you have programs in place, but we can't not have support for those who are not doing very serious criminal activities. I appreciate the wonderful information you gave on Tuesday. I was so excited about that, but a conversation needs to be had with police about the way they talk to individuals, and it could have been joking, but when it comes to our race, that is not a joking matter. I appreciate the city council. I've come to meetings. As I said before, I attend the school board meetings. We fought to get the Confederate flag out. We fought to get the Dixie song out. And some students are even talking about changing the mascot. So look for those things to happen, but we need support. We can't do this together. This is not an individual activity or individual problem. This is a community problem. We have to work together. The purpose of our group is to try to bridge that gap by showing people what other cultures are about, and so that if you learn more, you will be more sensitive and you will be able to understand where they're coming from, how they feel about different events, activities, things around here. I just want to say that I'm thankful to be here. Check my notes one more time. Yes, I've already mentioned voting. Fill out the census as well.
Yep,
I said
there
vote.
you go.
You have to fill out the census as well. That is something that's very important right now. And we do have to educate. Education is one of the most important things. As I mentioned before, I work in education. I encourage my school to have different community events, to talk about different things from the education level to as well as to the district. So because of things going on, the Hayes CISD community has created an advisory committee to work on diversification issues. So changes are being made, but we need the community to come together, not be afraid, and speak out and work together.
Well said, Ms. McMahon, and I will, I agree with what you said, everything you said, but I will second and double down on the voting and the participation in the census. We need that, folks. You need to vote. You need to participate in the census. Thank you, Ms. McMahon, for bringing that up.